All right, we have a correction. We have a story from Veritas, but we mentioned earlier that the guy was a lead engineer. He's a lead client partner.
My fault.
But let's read this story with a tweet from Lydia Lederman.
Oh.
Who's that?
Who's that?
Breaking.
Lighterman.
Lighterman.
Yeah.
I pronounced it wrong.
Yeah.
Twitter lead client partner says woke ideology responsible for inability to profit. Affirms Twitter not here to give people free speech. Refuses taking Elon Musk seriously due to Asperger's making him special.
There we go.
Well, now here's the issue. What? I like the first thing he said, but the ableism just gets to me.
It is problematic.
It's problematic.
As they say.
Let's hear what this man has to say.
Well, right now we don't make profit.
Okay, let me fix the edit. I always
back to the
also,
computer.
is this another date?
I think so.
Amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, this is how you do it. Well, to be fair, these guys probably make pretty good money, so it's probably pretty easy for them to get dates.
Sure.
All right, here we go.
Look, if you're a guy on Tinder, you know how many you swipe right 100 times, you get back how many messages?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Here we
We
go.
don't make profit, so it's going to say ideology, which is what's led us to not being profitable.
The rest of us who have been here believe in something that's good for the planet and not just to give people free speech. Because again, like, these people really do believe in what we're doing.
It's a cult. He literally said it's for the betterment of the world.
Planet. Like, is
Right.
that in the Green New Deal?
Yeah,
What are you
what's going
talking
on?
about?
Imagine AOC makes the Green New Deal and it's like, we'll buy Twitter.
Elon can't own Twitter.
These are the policies we've put in place for misinformation or mislabeling media or whatever.
Yeah.
Why do you think this should be taken down?
Yeah.
Like, those are the questions they're going to ask him.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's going to be hard for him to be like, oh, because people should make their own decision. It's like, no, but people don't know how to make a rational decision if you don't put out correct things that are supposed to be out in the
Like the Hunter Biden laptop story.
He's correct.
Yeah.
Like the Hunter Biden story,
laptop
like
story.
Russiagate, like Ukraine-gate, like the Covington kids, like Jussie
many
Smollett, like
things.
Trayvon Martin, like Ahmed Arbery. Oh man, like Ghost of Kiev. Wow, the list goes on and on and on. Like WMDs in Iraq and all of that good juicy stuff. He's completely right.
I got very excited when you said WMDs. I'm like, finally one I'm allowed to agree with. I agree with that one. Don't get me in trouble. I remember that. I remember the war in Iraq. It's bad. Follow me on Twitter.
So this guy,
My favorite, by the way, was during that kind of slurred rant, seeing the person he was out with slowly pick up the wine glass as he's just rambling and out.
What did you
By the way,
notice?
I
however?
also, one thing I loved is like, the way he said it, he's like, oh, people can make their own decisions. Like, okay. Great.
Pretty much.
So I noticed something. Did you notice something about this video that is different from the other video? I don't think you saw the other video though.
It's
I
a
did notice
dude,
something.
right?
It's a dude.
It's a dude.
Yeah.
That means it's not Tinder. That means it's
Grinder.
Grinder.
Oh my. Ooh.
It's a Grinder date.
Spicy.
That would be
advertiser as my business is what I do every day, and why I go out is like, we want it to be as fair and transparent and accurate as possible.
Yeah.
And if that means there's a level of censorship to make it correct, quote unquote, again, and what does correct mean? I guess like it just kind of goes back to the idea of like, well, what is correct?
If we're implementing all these rules that and Elon wants to dismantle them, then technically our ideology has led us to not making money because we're not making money. And Elon wants to turn it the other way so that we can make money. There's a statement they need all 7,000 people to say. And so they can't like tell us that like the real truth.
He has Asperger's.
Yeah, I know that.
So he's special. You're special needs. You're literally special needs. So I can't even take what you're saying seriously. Targeting of tweets.
Wait.
You can read it.
Let me see. And how to protect yourself. Groups like Project Veritas are active.
Oh, he's so full of it, dude. I'm sorry.
Group
At
that's trying
that second, I would end the date. I'm like, okay. Oh, you don't know how to pronounce Veritas?
No,
100%.
No,
you don't
that's
work.
the Veritas journalist.
That's the
No, I
employee.
know.
Yeah.
I know. That's
I
what
know.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's the he's
right,
obviously
right.
trying to cover the fact that he works.
Yeah.
He's like, what's this
So funny.
Project Veritas? He's like, I've never heard of this wonderful sounding organization. Why does Twitter dislike them?
Jams, I'll keep.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna go back a little bit. He starts talking about it.
Is that?
It's like some group that's trying to just out the employees. Like they're trying to
Yo, this
go
is
on
from-
dates with them.
This is was from like yesterday.
Bro,
this is like
how obvious does a trap have to be?
Yeah.
Project Veritas. He's like, let me tell you everything I think about that.
You know what I love? Acorn.
Yeah, hey, yeah.
he's like this wonderful organization, Acorn. They got destroyed.
I mean, this
No reason.
person, this is the ultimate. If you are doing a sting operation and your mark shows you your other successful sting operation, it's just gold. You're just like, I am killing it.
By the way,
love
well,
it.
this is the fault of those dating coaches who are telling people to repeat every incriminating thing about themselves on their first date with a stranger.
Wait, is this a big thing?
No, I'm being sarcastic.
Oh,
I have
great.
no idea.
No, because I've
Apparently-
definitely done that on first dates where I was just like, sit down and let me tell you a tale of a website called Jezebel. I've done that on first dates.
So it's like
Do not suggest.
Yeah.
the Twitter guy sits down and he's like, hello, I'm John, and you're Janet. Nice to meet you. I commit crimes at Twitter. I disparage people who are lesser than me, and I want to rule the world. And that's our goal for the company, and we're going to steal money from people. It's like, well, that was something weird to lead with. I guess. All right, let's play more.
Also going
like this and record them and then go sell it to the New York Times and say this is what the Twitter employee just said. This is what's really happening. This is what they're telling us to not
Sell it to the
do.
New
You're
York
lucky that
Times.
you met me organically because I would be questioning everything about you.
Oh, they just put that in there to hurt the man. They just put that in there to hurt the man. There was
What a
no reason to include that in the story, dude. That's a cartoon. That didn't really happen. No, none of that really happened.
Into the camera. We are being
He
set up
looks
right
at the
now.
camera.
Tim, this is to set
Someone's
you up
filming
for
us.
reporting misinformation.
Oh my
Exactly.
We are
God.
all
That's what
we're
this
not
is.
falling for it
It's
right
a
now.
trap. It's a
We are
trap.
going on
This-
record. It's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap.
This is the skit.
This is not
I
real.
met you at a bar. How could you
unreal.
do this to me? I didn't mean to.
He's like-
we were viewing the news.
You're not part of that Project Veritas. You would never hurt me. This is ridiculous.
Dude.
I'm telling you, we're about to hear sirens. The house is being surrounded right now. This is us being set up.
Right.
1,000,000%. No, they're like filming us. I don't know, through the computer somehow. Oh my gosh, we have webcams on our computer.
look at
We're
that.
being set
No.
up.
We're being
They
set
want to
up.
see your response to it.
Let me play this. Let me play it again.
To not do. You're lucky that you met me organically because I would be questioning everything about you.
Yo, that was
Like, look
That
right at
hurt
it.
my soul.
that was. I know it's like very creepy. Like he gets real close, turns.
does get
I
close.
would be questioning.
Yeah.
He knows. Do you guys think he knew?
I mean, it looks like it, but he said everything he wasn't supposed to say.
Right.
Yeah.
But he literally looked into
Yo,
the
yo,
But
camera.
this guy's
hold on.
suspicious of Project Veritas, and he goes on a date and tells
knew.
the
No,
person
he knew.
everything.
And shows them the email
Shows
saying not
them
to
the-
do it.
I don't know.
I got to tell you guys a story. I once worked for a news organization, and we were getting spear phishing emails. So, do you guys know what spear phishing is?
Like the actual sport, or is it some weird political
Email.
term?
It's a hacker term.
Yep. See, I knew it.
So phishing is when you'll get a random email that says like, sign up today, click here.
Yep.
You do, and then it tries to get you to give your password. A spear phishing attack is when they spoof an email. And so we were getting emails from higher ups at this company to us saying, hey, there's a big story, check it out right here. And I'm not an idiot. So as soon as I saw it, I laughed. It had like the wrong title for the staff member. I brought it to the CTO, and I was like, "Hey, we're getting phishing attempts." I was like, "Maybe it's just me," and he was like, "No, everybody got it." And I was like, "Oh, for real?" And he's like, "And 25 people clicked it."
Oh my god.
And I was like, "Yep, go figure." And then I was like, "Didn't they realize their boss wasn't that position?" And they were like, "They didn't think about it," and so they locked it up right away.
Yeah.
Here's where it gets really good. So then, a few days later, we all get basic phishing attacks, where it's an email from a company that I've never heard of, and it's like, sign up today, click here, and I laugh. And so I go to the CTO again, and I say, I'm getting more phishing attempts. And he's like, I know, we'll deal with it. And then a few hours later, a company-wide email from the CTO goes out saying, guys, I told you not to click these links. If you've clicked any of these links, you now need to reset your password with a link. And as soon as I saw it, I went to the CTO and I was like, bro, this was the best spear phishing attack ever.
That's incredible.
The CTO never sent out an email. that was
That
the
is
attack.
clever.
And then he was like, wait, what happened? And I was like, it came from you, dude. They spoofed your email. They were, it was masterful.
That is-
And they got in.
Oh, suicide
And
watch.
so
Holy
here's
cow.
why I bring this up.
Those hackers are hilarious.
I was laughing,
so
and the
funny.
CTO was like, he was stressed, but he was like, that was good.
That's incredible.
Like, it was a very clever manipulation. Like, it was a 3-layered attack. But here's why I bring the story up. For one, I love that story of like the hacker move, how they broke into the system.
I'm in.
But the best part is this guy working for Twitter is sent a warning email from their people like, guys, be on the lookout, don't do this. And he goes, I'm going to do exactly what they told me not to do with this stranger.
out.
Look.
He's like, I'm gonna get some tail. Also, these are not sexy stories to talk about on the date.
really.
Like, if you're getting that email, just bring up something else, dude.
I'd like to issue an apology and retraction. It was not a grinder date.
It was
Oh,
not.
no.
Was
They
it
did meet
They met
organically.
organically.
They met organically.
Right,
Dude,
right.
I can't
At Grindr HQ.
Yeah.
I can't
Just
wait
pacing
to.
outside.
I can't wait to finally see the Veritas video where it's like at the altar at their wedding. He's like, yeah, and he's just going on about his job and the corrupt things they're doing
Showing
there. And the
him
priest
that
is like,
video
sure.
and the vows, being like, look at this crazy.
Like, look at this email. Like, it's their
priest
25th
is-
wedding anniversary.
The priest is like, we will now have the bride and groom read their vows. And then he's like, when I first met you, I was working for a large bank. I was funneling money to private corporations in Panama.
Oh my gosh. No, dude. And the priest is like, he's a fake priest. He's also in and out. He's like, if you have any
James
incriminating
O'Keefe.
information about yourself,
O'Keefe.
you may now say it. And then,
Her children from a past marriage have tiny mustaches and are
gosh,
wearing
yes.
trench coats.
Yo, we have to do the skit. We have to get James in on it.
We have to.
that would be
100%.
hysterical.
Like we get like a small young woman sitting in front of the guy, and he goes, "Wait a minute!" And when he grabs her hair and pulls it down, it's just a full like 6-foot-tall James O'Keefe
Great.
in a suit.
Oh my
This is like the
got me.
Twitter version of To Catch a Predator, where every time
Why don't
they're
you
like,
take a seat
I'm
over
going to get
there?
away. You're not from that crazy MSNBC show. And then Chris Hansen, we do that with James O'Keefe. Like, why don't you have a seat?
Why don't you take a seat over there? What part of you thought this made any sense?
Dude, I'm not kidding. We should legit do those. That'd be funny skits.
My legit
Yeah,
advice,
sir.
by the way, when you're out on dates, ask about the other person.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
seriously. They're like going
These are
on about themselves and
insufferable
their
dates.
business.
So these people are getting caught monologuing, which we know is not something good.
Insufferable.
Exactly.
For a first date,
I gotta say too, I genuinely think this guy knew what was up. He saw that email. He's like, "Here's a guy. I'm gonna meet him in a bar. And I'm gonna tell him
He
everything."
did
No,
the
I-
villain head
So
tilt.
weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you met someone randomly, you wouldn't think it.
But he just got that email. He is a tweep.
Also,
That's the
some of
bottom
these
line.
people are just sociopaths. They're just narcissists where they're like,
Yeah.
I'm picking up people randomly. I don't have anything to worry about, blah, blah, blah. Instead of, meeting organically is almost more suspect than Tinder, because Tinder, there are so many options. Essentially, this dude just walks up to you. You were targeted. That to me is easier to spot.
You think so?
Do you think that Veritas has like a dossier on the Twitter employees? And so they send out like a young dude to this bar and they're like, your target is this man. When he pulls out the photograph and he's like, I'm going to go on a
This is his
date.
type. Like,
Yeah.
looked up like exes on Facebook and stuff.
Yes.
And then he
I wanna
shows
work
up
for
and
Project
sees him.
Veritas. This sounds very fun.
It does sound fun, doesn't it? Like,
Yeah, until you have to break their heart.
Oh, yeah.
You guys think this is a laughing matter?
No, I would fall in love.
That's
with
why
it.
we
I
have-
fall in love with my
Exactly,
Mark.
they break
In a-
your
in a
heart.
we've already written
heartbeat.
2 really funny bits we should do. One is where it's like the teen drama where the jock dates the ugly girl because he was dared to do it.
That's great.
It's like,
A
I
walk
thought
to
you loved me.
remember.
It's like,
Yep.
I do.
Yep.
It's become something else. But then the other one is the sting goes all the way to marriage.
No, I want it to go further. Like I would do it where like it starts with them getting married, and then there's like the next thing is a guy's 25th wedding anniversary. The next one is like in the hospital dying with his wife he's been married to his entire life.
Like,
And the thing after that is like both of them
Very
buried
Rick
and
and
dead.
Morty. Yes.
Strangely, periodically, there's different men like doing work, and they're all James O'Keefe. Like one day they're like
The milkman.
Who still gets milk
the
delivered?
cable
Shut up,
guy
honey.
just gonna fix the cable here, and he's just like positioning
window.
his jacket.
He's like literally setting up cameras. Like, no, it's the cable. It's for the
I'm
cable.
fixing the cable.
Dude, I'm not kidding. We should legit do it. All right,
Yeah,
let's-
1,000,000%.
I will stay
Let's-
another day to film this.
Yeah,
let's
do it.
we'll see. We got to have James fly out. Thanks for checking out this segment from the Timcast IRL podcast. But if you want to check out the full show live, tune in Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. And if you want more special access content, head over to timcast.com and become a member. Your membership helps sustain this company, keep our journalists employed, makes this show happen, and you will get access to exclusive members-only segments of the Timcast IRL podcast, and there's a massive library to check out. So again, go to timcast.com or tune in Monday through Friday at 8 p.m., and we'll see you all there.